Shubham welcomes you all to the YouTube channel Solve with Shubham, your maths partner for various competitive exams. In this class, I am specifically focusing on the SSC exam. So here, we will discuss questions based on the concept of average, which has been asked in the previous year SSC papers. If you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe it and go through my other classes as well. Now, let us start the class. So here in this class, we will solve practice questions asked in the previous year SSC papers based on the concept of average. So I have discussed the average concept in my previous classes. If you haven't gone through the concept classes, please go through it before solving the practice questions. Now, the first question has been picked up from SSC 2005 question paper. It goes like, there were 35 students in a hostel. If the number of the students increased by 7, then the expenses of the mess increased by rupees 42 per day, while the average expenditure per head diminishes by rupees 1. The original expenditure of the mess per day was, you have been given 4 options. Now, the question is simple. You have been given certain information. You are supposed to use the information and then solve the question. Now, let us try solving it. Question says initially 35 students were there. Then your number increased by 7, which means 35 plus 7, 42. Then it says your expenses was there something, and then after the number increased, your expenses increased by 42. But the average expenditure per head diminished by rupees 1. Let us try solving it. So here, initial number of students is given as 35. Final number of students is given as 35 plus 7, which is 42. If we assume the total expenditure to be rupees E per day, question clearly says it has increased by 42 per day. Question says your average is certain, and then after the increase in the number of students, it diminishes by 1 rupee. What is your average? Average is defined as sum total of the observations divided by number of observations. So here your E would be 35A, total is equal to number into average. Similarly, E plus 42 would be 42 number of students into A minus 1, 2 equations and 2 unknowns. So E is 35A, you can put it here. 35A plus 42 is equal to 42 times A minus 1. Let us try solving it. So 35A is equal to, you can write 42A minus 1 minus 42. So this would be 42A minus 42 minus 42 minus 84. 7A is equal to 84. A would be 12. What is the question? Question is the original expenditure you need to find out. Original expenditure is 35A. So, original expenditure is 35 into 12, which would be 35 into, I am just doing the calculation, 350 plus 70, 420. So, your answer would be option number B. Answer is rupees 420. Or we can just have one equation. Your expenditure was E before and number of students 35, or this is average, minus your expenditure has increased by rupees 42 per day, total number of people 42. It says your expenditure diminishes by 1, so your final expenditure is 1 lesser than your original expenditure. So you can have one simple equation and then try getting the answer. So initially we have taken, in the first case we have taken 2 equations and 2 unknowns. In the second case you can just have one equation and you can try solving it. So E by 35 minus E plus 42 by 42 is equal to 1. Solve and get the value of E. This is what you are looking for. Now again, the next question has been taken from SSC 2005 paper. It goes like, average of 11 players of a cricket team is decreased by 2 months when 2 of them aged 17 years and 20 years are replaced by 2 new players. The average age of the new players is, you have been given 4 options. Now again, your average initial. What is average? Total sum divided by number of people. So in the question, it clearly says only 2 people have been replaced. It means out of 11 players, the 9 players will remain constant in both the cases. So their sum would remain constant. So I am taking sum of 9 players, their ages as S9. Initially 17 years old and 20 years old. I am converting it into months. Why? Because question says average is decreasing by 2 months. So I am converting it into months. This is your average initial divided by total number of people. What would be your average final? Sum of the ages of 9 players would remain same, plus x plus y, because you don't know their ages, divided by 11. What does the question says? The new average is 2 months lesser than the original average. So you just have to simplify it. Let us try simplifying it. So you would get it as S9 plus x plus y into 12 by 11 is equal to S9 plus 37 into 12 by 11 minus 2. Let us try solving it. So you would get it as S9 plus 12 times x plus y by 11 is equal to S9 plus 444 minus 22 by 11. Cancel. S9 will get cancelled. So 12 times x plus y is equal to 422. You are supposed to find out average, right? So when you try to find out average, 2 people are there, correct? So your answer would be 211 by 12. So this would come as 17 years 7 months. Your answer would be option number B. It would be 17 years and 7 months. Option number B. So this is how we are trying to solve it. There can be one more method. Now let us have a look at this method. So you can find out total age decreased by, so your age, it says the average age is decreasing by 2 months. So your total age, there are 11 people, will decrease by 11 into 2, 22 months, right? So here you can say total age of 2 new players would be 17 plus 20 years. So I am converting that into month, minus 22. So this would come as 444 minus 22. This would come as 422 months. What you have to find out? You have to find out average. So what would be average? 422 divided by 2, 211 months. Let us have a look. It was 211 months. You have to convert that into year. So 1 year has 12 months. So you will get it as same 17 years and 7 months. Simple question again. Now the third question was asked in SSC 2006. It goes like, the average age of A and B is 20 years. If A is replaced by C, the average age becomes 19 years. And if B is replaced by C, the average age becomes 21 years. Find the ages of A, B and C. Again a simple question. A and B average 20, C and B average 19, A and C average 21. So here A and B average 20, B and C average 19, A and C average 21. This would give A plus B 40, B plus C 38, A plus C 42. Let us try adding all the 3. 2 times A plus B plus C is 120. This would give you A plus B plus C 60. So now here A plus B plus C is 60. First equation, A plus B was 40. This would, when you simplify both, you would get C as 20. Second equation, B plus C is 38. So utilizing first and this third equation, you would get A as 22. Then you know A plus C is 42. So utilizing this and this, you would get B is equal to 18. So all the 3 ages we have got. Simple. It is just equations and then solving them. The next question was asked in SSC 2007. It goes like, 10 years ago, the average age of a family of 4 members was 24 years. Since then, 2 children have been born. Still, the average age of the family is the same today. If the 2 children differ in age by 2 years, find the present age of the younger child. You have been given 4 options. Now, go through the given information carefully. It says, 10 years ago, average age of 4 members was 24. So, 10 years ago, average age of 4 members 24. So, what was total age? 24 into 4, 96. Present age would be, present age of 4 members would be 96. There were 4 people and 10 years. So, every year their age would increase by 1. So, this would be 136. Now, question says 2 children have been born. It means now number of members is 6. But the average remains same. So, total age of 6 members now. Average remains same. So, 24. 144. So, what does it mean? Present age of 4 men 136, total age of 6 men 144. So, sum of ages of 2 children would be 144 minus 136. So, this is coming as 8. Now again, if the 2 children differ in age by 2 years, so if one child is x, second child would be x plus 2. So, here they differ in age by 2 years. Their sum is 8. 2x plus 2 is 8. 2x is equal to 6. X is 3. X plus 2 would be 5. What are you looking at? You are looking at present age of the younger child. So, younger child is nothing but 3 years of age. Simple question, but then you need to understand how to utilize the concept of average and then find the total sum and get the answer. Next question was asked in SSC 2010. It goes like, average of the first 100 positive integers is, you have been given 4 options. Now please see clearly positive integers. Please note 0 is not a positive integer, neither a negative integer. It is just an integer. So when you are looking at positive integers, it would start from 1. So first 100, it means we are looking at numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 till 100. So, do you know sum of n first n natural numbers would be n into n plus 1 by 2. So, 1 plus 2 plus 3, it goes on till n. This can be found out as n into n plus 1 by 2. So, here when we are looking at average, it is important to find out sum of the observations. Sum by n. So, what would be sum? Your n is 100 here. So, your sum would be 100 into 101 by 2, which is 50 into 100 by 101. So, your average would be 50 into 100n by 100. So, your answer would be 50.5. Answer would be option number B. So, the formula is important to find out the sum of the first 100 positive integers. So, we have learned the new concept here, the sum of the n natural numbers. Let me write it clearly. It is n into n plus 1. Moving ahead, this question was asked in SSC 2008. It goes like, if the average of m numbers is n square and that of n numbers is m square, then the average of m plus n numbers is, you have been given 4 options. Now here, so with the first equation, the statement, you can find out sum of n numbers would be m n square. How? Average of m is n square. So your average is sum divided by total number of observations. Similarly, second statement, sum of n numbers would be n m square. So here, sum of m plus n numbers would be mn is common, n plus m. You are looking at average. Average is sum by total number of observations. So your average would be mn is common, m plus n, total number of observations, m plus m. So your answer would be m into n. So our answer would be option number B, m into n. So like this, in SSC exams, based on the concept of average, so many questions have been asked. I have just picked a few questions to illustrate them in the class. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to me at my mail solvewithshubham@gmail.com, at my Facebook page, my Instagram, and you can also read my stories and articles on fireinthewings.wordpress.com. Stay tuned for further classes. I will pick up questions from different SSC papers based on different concepts and will discuss with you so that your concepts are clear. Do subscribe my channel Solve with Shubham and go through my other classes as well. Stay tuned. Thank you.